What up, guys, and welcome back to Thomas Reacts here on the 360 Experience with myself, Thomas Mabaso. It looks like the ANC Youth League is serious about taking the Umngeni Mayor Chris Papas out of the office before 2024 elections. I also understand that Chris Papas has been selected as the premier candidate for KwaZulu-Natal under the Democratic Alliance, but recently the mayor has been battling with his own controversy because he was accused of helping his fiancée score a 100,000 tourism contract with the municipality, and the ANC and the EFF are acting swiftly on the matter because they have already written to the public protector asking her to investigate the matter. And to make things worse, to make things political, the ANC Youth League was out there protesting and demanding the mayor to step down.
Simpiwe, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. There was a court judgment over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, that said that the protest or the march shouldn't go ahead. Were the ANC Youth League able to appeal that order, or what happened?
Essentially, what happened there, Aldrin, was that the organizers of the march had not applied for the march to actually take place. So that court judgment basically, stopping them from proceeding with the march which was planned to take place on Tuesday. But of course, today it is going ahead, and behind me, I'm sure you viewers can see a few of those ANC Youth League supporters and members who have already converged here in Howick. And I can certainly tell you, Aldrin, that security has been heightened ahead of that particular march. But let us engage now the ANC Youth League in the province of KwaZulu-Natal through Zamanguni Zondi, who is the provincial task team coordinator here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Zama, thank you so much for your time. Perhaps let's start here. Why is the ANC Youth League embarking on this protest action?
Thank you very much. As the ANC Youth League in KwaZulu-Natal, who are embarking on this protest action, peacefully so, because maybe if I can touch where you're saying that we did not have, we are not allowed to do the march, you can actually see there are so many security companies, but young people who are just coming in peace, protesting for the mayor to immediately resign from his position. But
I mean, don't you think that it is shameful that in the middle of the day, young people are out there helping the ANC Youth League to protest instead of being there working? Don't you think that it is shameful to have so many young people there with you protesting for the mayor to step down? And those people working, why are they not working? Why are they not in universities and colleges? Honestly, guys, isn't this shameful that we have so many young people out there protesting for political matters that are not even going to benefit them one bit? Because I can tell you, man, as a young person in this country, man, young people in this country, they don't care about that. There's nothing that young people are going to gain from that. So what is it exactly that ANC Youth League stand for? Because ever since, man, they brought back this ANC Youth League thing, I've been trying to understand what is it exactly that ANC Youth League stands for. What is it are they fighting for? What is it that they are proposing to the people of South Africans, and what is it exactly that they are going to do for the young people going forward, man? I haven't heard that, man. I've been watching so many interviews of these guys, but one thing I don't understand is what is it exactly that the ANC Youth League stands for today in 2023? What are you guys fighting for? What are your principles? What are your values? What are the policies? I mean, honestly, isn't it shameful that we have so many young people, man, with free time in their hand to go out there and protest the mayor to step down? I'm not saying the mayor is innocent. You've already written to the public protector asking the public protector to investigate the man. I'm not saying the man is innocent. The man might be guilty, I don't care. But I care about the fact that we have so many young people there with you protesting instead of working.
also, whilst he's resigning, we're also saying that there must be a proper investigation that will be done.
Why must he resign before he's even proven guilty? Why must he resign? You write to the public protector, you ask the public protector to investigate the man, but at the same time you go out there and you demand the man to step down. Man, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
in the municipality for all the tenders that were awarded during the tenure of Mayor Papas. We're also saying that there is an employment agency at Umngeni municipality which is called Love Hearts. We're also saying that we also want all those investigations because young people of Umngeni are unemployed. So we want to understand who are the people who are being employed at Umngeni whilst young people around Umngeni are not employed.
So in short, Zama, you are accusing the mayor of criminality.
Yes.
Do you have evidence to that effect?
That's why we are calling for an investigation.
But you are asking the man to step down. You are asking the man to step down. Do you have any evidence of anything that you are accusing the mayor of? No, that's why we are asking for an investigation. But we want him to step down. We are accusing him of criminality. We don't have any evidence, but we want him to step down. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. There's no way we can do serious news. It's Friday. I had to bring this to you guys so that all of us can laugh at this thing, because you've heard him. You've heard him saying that we want the mayor to step down. We are accusing the mayor of criminality. Do you have any evidence of anything that you are accusing the mayor of? No, this is why we want the public protector to investigate. So what is it exactly that you want? Do you want the mayor to step down, or do you want the public protector to investigate? Because you can't have both at the same time. You can't. You can't. You've already written the letter to the public protector, man. Let the law take its course. Let the law take its course. You want him to step down. Now we want to hear what kind of evidence do you have. You don't have any evidence, but you are out there protesting with young people, man, fooling young people to making them believe that the mayor is guilty. The mayor is guilty of what? Because you don't even have a single shred of proof. The mayor is guilty of what?
Yes, we are calling for an investigation for him to be investigated.
When did you know about these allegations? Was it before he was announced as the DA's premier candidate, or after?
No, we want to bring it to you that we are not just marching for Papas just because he's the premier candidates of DA. We are confident that the ANC will win elections in KwaZulu-Natal.
When did you know? When did you know? Let's go back to the question, guys. Let's go back to the question.
Was it before he was announced? When did you know about these allegations? Was it before he was announced as the DA's premier candidate, or after?
No, we want to bring it to you that we are not just marching for Papas just because he's the premier candidate of DA. We are confident that the ANC will win elections in KwaZulu-Natal, but we are saying why we cannot protest against Mayor Papas, because he's also...
No one said you cannot protest against Papas. We are asking you, when did you know? When did you know about this Chris Papas corruption? When did you know about it? Before he was announced as a premier candidate, or now? Like, when did you know? After the DA has announced him as a premier candidate, or before the DA has announced him as a premier candidate? No one is saying you cannot protest against Papas. I mean, you can protest all you want, but we want to know when. When did you know? When did you know? That is the question. When?
A citizen, it's our constitutional right to do so.
I'm sure you understand the timing. That is why I'm asking the question. Did you know about these allegations prior to him being announced as DA's premier candidate, or after?
After. Yeah.
Okay. Let us speak about the timing of this, because your critics say the ANC Youth League wants to remain relevant. The ANC Youth League basically wants to score political...
I mean, like, it is so shameful, man. You see how many young people are there. Do you see there on your screen? You see how many young people are there, man? How can you follow someone like this lady, man? Like, this lady is not even... She can't even make sense when she speaks. How can you, like, even allow this woman to trick you into going out there to protest? For what? For what, man? I will never be tricked by these people, man. I will never be tricked by these people, man. To trick me, you'll have to be sophisticated. I'm telling you. I'm not one of them. To trick me, you'll have to be really sophisticated. Because there's no way I will be tricked by these people, man. There's absolutely no way, because when you ask these people who are there, why are you guys here? The mayor is corrupt. We want the mayor to step down. What kind of evidence do you have? They don't have any evidence, but all of them are there protesting the mayor to step down. And because they listen to this lady, they listen to this lady, man. How can you allow this lady to trick you? That is the question that I have for all of those young people who went there to protest against PAPPAS. No one said that you cannot protest against PAPPAS. You can protest all you want. But why are you protesting? You said that you've already written to the public protector. Why are you protesting for him to step down? No one is saying that you cannot protest. But when you protest, it has to make sense. It has to make sense. Man, it's so easy. Man, like, guys, I honestly, like, from today, man, I'm really thinking of being a politician. I'm telling you straight up. I'm tired of this content creation thing. I'm really considering being a politician, because I can see, man, how easy it is to fool people. It is so easy to fool people, man. People are so, like, it's so easy to mislead the people. We live in crazy times, man. This is my favorite slogan, man. When you see me, man, you must tell me that we like, guys, we live in crazy times. Young people are allowing people like this lady, man, to trick them, man, into protesting for what? Protesting for what?
Points by staging this protest.
No, we're not.
Critics say the ANC Youth League wants to remain relevant. The ANC Youth League basically wants to score political points by staging this protest.
No, we're not staging any political points. But as the ANC Youth League, well,
you know, the ANC Youth League, man, the ANC Youth League will never score any political points with all this nonsense that they are doing, man. I'm telling you. You know, even their president, Colin Malachi, whenever that guy talks, man, it's like he's drunk or something. The ANC needs to do something about that guy. I don't understand how the ANC branches, man, chose Colin Malachi to be the leader of the African National Congress Youth League, man. After Julius Malema, you choose someone like Colin Malachi, man. Didn't you guys have someone more like... What's wrong with these people? The only way the ANC Youth League can score political points or can score any points with South Africans, especially the young people, man, is to do something about this unemployment crisis that we are facing today. And I'm only mentioning the unemployment crisis because it's stopped there. But when you look at young people today in South Africa, man, we are faced with so many problems. But unemployment, man, it can resolve many of those problems, because today we have graduates, we have people who are young, who are able to work, and they are not even working. And these people are turning into drunkards, they are turning into drug addicts because they are not working, man. Many of the problems that young people are facing today, it is because they are not working. This is what I expected the ANC Youth League to focus on. The ANC Youth League will never score any political points with whatever that they are doing right now. They are not scoring any political points with young people. They are not.
Of this, because your critics say the ANC Youth League wants to remain relevant. The ANC Youth League basically wants to score political points by staging this protest.
No, we're not staging any political points. But as the ANC Youth League, well, we want to remain relevant, of course, to the young people of KwaZulu-Natal and to the general public of young people.
You are not relevant to young people in this country, man. Young people in this country, they don't even care about the ANC Youth League. They don't.
Not that we are scoring political points, but also we're also saying as the ANC Youth League, why is it a problem now when we are marching against Mayor Papas? The very same party that he comes from, the DA, they once took.
But no one said it's a problem, man. The man that you are addressing there never said anything about you guys protesting being a problem. He never said that. This guy is asking you specific questions, man. When did you know about this Chris Papas corruption? That was the question. And why are you protesting? You are asking the mayor to step down. Do you have any evidence? No, we don't have any evidence. That's why we are asking the public protector to investigate the matter. So when did you know? And now you are saying, no, why does everyone have a problem with ANC Youth League when we protest? No one has a problem with you guys when you protest. No one cares that you guys protest. But when you do protest, it has to make sense. You can't just protest
and expect people to understand it. We have to ask you questions, and we really have to make sense of why are you protesting. If we can't make sense of why are you protesting, it doesn't mean that we say that you cannot protest. You can protest. You can.
A march to the headquarters of the ANC, and the ANC did not say anything. There were no security companies that were around the headquarters of the ANC. Just
whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
2 days back, there were protesters of the DA outside the provincial office of the ANC, but there were no private security companies around the ANC office. So now, why, when we want to demonstrate, there has to be? It's now said that there must be security companies, and now we are seen as if we are criminals. We are not criminals. We know the allegations.
Problem is that you guys want to make it okay to attack each other political parties' houses. You want it to be okay for the ANC members to go to Winnie Mandela House to protest the EFF. You want it to be okay for the DA to go to Albert Luthuli House to protest. Man, it is not okay. It is not okay. It is your fault that you allowed the DA to protest, to go to Luthuli House to protest. It is your fault. Malema already told you that the EFF, there's no way that the EFF would allow any political party to come and protest to their house. They will never allow that. It is your fault that you allowed the DA, man. You should have put the DA in line. You should have hired as many security details as possible to make sure that these people do not go anywhere near Luthuli House. It is your fault that you allowed the DA to come to Luthuli House and to undermine your house. But now you are crying because the DA will never allow you to come near their house. Duh. Stupid. Duh. Malema already told you, man, that you will never go to Winnie Mandela House. You will never. He told you that if these DA guys are really serious about protesting, they must dare come to Winnie Mandela House. You saw what happened to those white guys who tried to protest and who tried to go to Winnie Mandela House to protest. You know, we all know what happened. They got kicked. They were hit hard because there's no way, guys, this thing has never happened. It has never happened, and it is your fault, guys. It is your fault that you allowed the DA to turn you into a doormat. It is your fault. Now the DA is saying, no, guys, do not come anywhere near us. You are crying. No, why is it not okay for us to protest? We allowed them to go to Chief Albert Luthuli's house and undermine it. It is your fault that you allowed the DA to go to Luthuli's house and undermine it. It is your fault. It's no one's fault, man. It's no one's fault. I dare you to go to Winnie Mandela House to protest the EFF, man. I'm telling you, I dare you guys to go to Winnie Mandela House, man. Even Malema dared the EFF, the DA. Malema said that the DA, if you guys got balls, you must come to Winnie Mandela House to protest and try to undermine our house. You will see what happens. It is your fault. It's your fault. The ANC should have never allowed that to happen. The African National Congress should have never allowed the DA to go and undermine the Chief Albert Luthuli House. They should have never allowed that to happen. It is your fault. You can't cry now because the DA does not allow you to come anywhere near the house. You cannot cry. You cannot cry. You can't. Do you think that the DA will allow you to go anywhere near their house? No, you'll never. You'll never. So now you're crying, why are they hiring the security detail? Man, because it is a protest, anything can happen. It is a protest, anything can happen, man. They have to make sure that the properties are safe. They have to make sure that people who live in that area are safe. That's why the security detail is called. Well, it looks like you guys didn't care about the residents of Johannesburg when you allowed the DA to go and march to Albert Luthuli House. You didn't care about the residents of Johannesburg. You didn't care about all of those business there surrounding Luthuli House. You didn't care about that. That's why you allowed the DA to go and undermine your house. You didn't care. So you cannot cry and say that now it's not okay for they are acting like it is not okay for the ANC Youth League to protest. Why is it okay? Why is it not okay for us to protest? But when they protest, we don't do nothing. It is your fault. It is your fault. What's wrong with these people, man? What's wrong with these guys?
That have been proved here, saying that since young people are coming, we are going to be looting for the.
You can't blame them, man. You can't blame them. Anything can happen during a protest. You cannot blame them. You cannot blame them for calling the security detail on you. You cannot blame them. Anything can happen during a protest. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Just because you say it's a peaceful march, it doesn't mean that it's going to be peaceful. We don't have any guarantees that your march will be peaceful. We cannot risk having you march here. We cannot risk that. I hope that the ANC has learned, man, from this. I hope from today, the ANC will never allow anyone to go anywhere near Lutuli House or to undermine Lutuli House. This is a warning, man. I'm sure the ANC must really learn from this. I hope that you guys learned from this. Honestly.
As if we are criminals. We are not criminals. We know the allegations that have been proved here, saying that since young people are coming, we are going to be looting for the business around Umngeni. We are not going to do that. We are going to Umngeni municipality, where we expect the speaker of the municipality. We've also wrote to the MEC of Kokta to send a representative, because these demands must go to the office of the MEC, but also to the department, Kokta, but also the speaker of the municipality.
This matter, I'm sure you know that it has been reported to the Office of the Public Protector. Is that not sufficient for you as the ANC Youth League?
No, it is sufficient, but also...
You cannot say but, man. You are undermining the Public Protector right now. You said the Public Protector must investigate. You've written her the letter that she must investigate. You don't even allow her to do her work, but you are out there protesting for the man to step down. Don't you think that you guys are undermining the Public Protector right now?
Sufficient for you as the ANC Youth League?
No, it is sufficient, but also we also want to demonstrate, because we want this matter to be treated with the seriousness that it deserves.
Maybe you guys should have marched to the Public Protector's office to tell her that, Public Protector, we cannot allow you to drag your feet on Chris Papas. Make sure that Chris Papas takes accountability. You should have marched to the office of the Public Protector if you wanted this matter to be treated urgently. You should have marched to the Public Protector's office, because you written to the Public Protector, you are asking her to investigate the matter, and you want this matter to be investigated quickly, but you are marching to Umngeni municipality instead of marching to Public Protector and telling her that, Galega, make sure that you don't drag your feet with this Papas thing. We want Papas out of the office before 2024 elections. We cannot afford to have Chris Papas as the premier candidate of KwaZulu-Natal. We cannot afford, we cannot even comprehend the thought of having Chris Papas as our premier in 2024. So we are not going to allow you to drag your feet. We are going to push you to make and enforce Chris Papas to take accountability. You guys should have marched to the office of the Public Protector. You should have marched to the office of the Public Protector. Fact.
Yes.
Okay. So essentially, you're giving the speaker of the municipality as well as Kokta in the province how many days to intervene, and if not, what is your next course of action?
We're giving them 7 days. And then if they do not give us any feedback after the 7 days, we, as the ANC Youth League, will continue doing what we are doing.
Which is to protest? Yes,
up until our demands are met.
Zama, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you have it, Aldrin. That's Zama Nguni.
Man, it's Friday, guys. It's Friday. We're having fun. It's hard, man, for these people to make sense to me, man. This is why I say I feel sorry for all of those people who went there to protest with the ANC Youth League, because whatever they're protesting for, it doesn't make sense. Guys, what are your thoughts? Please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part is subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.